Mos Espa, the largest city on Tatooine, and home to the galaxy-famous Punta Eve pod racing. But I guess pod racing, and most of the fun in this city, died with Jabba the Hutt. Take the sanctuary, for example. For as long as I remember, it was the classiest cantina and nightclub in Mos Espa. Now it looks like just another spice den. But I'm brought out of my trip down memory lane when I spot my client, who sees me at the same time and says, "You know, I knew Boba Fett personally. He would kill you if he saw you wearing that armor. But since he's dead, I might be inclined to kill you for him." I can't help but chuckle and say, "Gosh, a whip, you've tried to kill me on at least 3 separate occasions. And yes, I'm counting the food poisoning you gave me on Rylon." Fwip couldn't hide the shock on her face, and the only word she could get out was, "Boba?" I said, "That's right, darling. I'm back. Now if you can point me in the way of the trouble you're having, I'll take care of it, and we'll discuss my payment." Fwip pulled herself together and said, yes, of course. "If you can keep the spice out of this place, I'll pay you the same protection money that I paid Bib Fortuna and Jabba the Hutt. Do you see the 2 pikes sitting over in the corner? They came in one day, killed my guard, and told me that this was their place now. They turned it into a spice den. Now none of my old clients come in, only strung out junkies." I said, "All right. But we aren't talking about lowly drug dealers here. We're talking about the Pike Syndicate. I want double what you paid Jabba." A large smile came over Whip's face, and she said, "It is you, Fett. Deal." With Fennec Shan by my side, and 2 Gamorrean guards at my flank, I approached the 2 members of the Pike Syndicate, who took one look at me and started laughing. "Look, brother, this idiot thinks he's Boba Fett." The other one chuckled and said, "I'm surprised he didn't go big and dress himself like Darth Vader." The first Pike said, "What do you want, imposter? Do you think we'll be shaking in our boots just because you're dressed like someone scary?" I pulled my blaster and killed the second Pike, and then pointed at the first one. I say this once: spice isn't allowed at this establishment. Anyone caught dealing spice here will meet the same fate as your friend there. And why don't we say you can't deal it out front, just for good measure? Clearly frightened, the Pike said, "You'll never see me here again, but the Syndicate will get retribution for barring us from this establishment and for killing one of its members." I replied, "I expect nothing less. Those seeking retribution and anyone who would like to question my identity can find me at Jabba's palace. But come with the white flag held high, or you'll never leave. And tell your bosses anything they do to this establishment will be done on them tenfold. Now go, and take your friend's corpse with you. These good people shouldn't have to clean up your mess." At the door, I'm stopped by Fwig's subordinates. "Are you crazy? The Pikes are gonna kill us all now." Fwig agreed. "The Pikes are going to destroy this whole establishment, as a warning to anyone else who dares kill one of their members." Shocking her for the second time today, I said, "Of course they will. You are never going to get spice in the Pike Syndicate out of your establishment. Not without a fight. I'm going to leave one of my Gamorrean guards here, I understand he won't fit the decor, so you can dress him any way you like. He'll keep an eye out for anything suspicious. In the meantime, keep your staff to a minimum, and I'll be in touch. I returned to the palace alone, having left one of the Gamorrean guards inside the sanctuary, and the other one posted on the roof across the street. And I sent Fennec Shan off to collect a few of the bounties. We can't grease the wheels if there's no grease. And I sat down to ponder my next move. I just picked a fight with the Pike Syndicate, the largest drug cartel in the galaxy. They won't just ignore that. And I got so deep into thought that it weren't for the hissing noise that he made when he breathed, I wouldn't have noticed Bosk enter the room, with his gun drawn. I asked, "What can I do for you, Bosk?" "You can't think I came up with your money that quickly." Boss hissed, "That's the thing, Fett. I know for a fact you've already paid off Cad Bane, and are planning to pay off Black Chrysanthemum. I'm not going to get paid last, so I decided I'm going to get paid first. You're going to pay your debt to me now, Fett, and you can send that Wookiee to the end of the line, where he belongs." A Wookiee roared out of the shadows. Had I not had the sensors on in my helmet, I wouldn't have noticed that Black Chrysanthemum had creeped into the room. And Bosk was taken completely by surprise. He didn't even have time to get his hands up to block the Wookiee's blows. Chrysanthemum grabbed Bosk by the throat and squeezed so hard it nearly popped the head off of the neck. Then with one final blow, Bosk was no more. And then Chrysanthemum's whole demeanor changed. He calmly stood up and howled. "Since I took care of that problem for you, I'll take half of what you owe Bosk, on top of what you owe me." I countered with, "Since I didn't ask you to solve that problem, I'll give you a quarter of what I was going to give Bosk. And that percentage I'll have to pay on a later date." Chrysanthemum agreed. I said, "Great. Now if you'll excuse me, my Wookiee friend. Someone's been keeping tabs on me, and I've got to find out who." That evening, on the streets of Mos Espa, the Gamorrean guard I left hiding across the street from the sanctuary witnessed a strange figure rush over to the door of the sanctuary and then rush away, right before the whole building blew up.